What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be playing a Jund Sacrificial creature deck. Now, we are still going to be doing the series, but I've decided I'm going to try and start doing 2 videos a day at least. One of my normal, regular, janky, or, whatever kind of decks. And then we'll be doing the series. I'll be uploading that during the night. So, hopefully you guys will be getting 2 videos from now on. Of course, there'll be some days where I won't be able to manage to get out 2. But it's what I'm going to shoot for, so yeah. We're going to hop right into the deck tech or the deck breakdown, and then we'll get right into our games as per the usual course. So, obviously, as the name states, this deck's going to be mainly focused on sacrificing our creatures out to deal damage back to our opponent using cards like Vindictive Vampire and Poison Tip Archer. So, you'll see a lot of creatures that we can sort of sacrifice some way or another to deal damage. Starting us off, we have 2 Fanatical Firebrands, excellent 1-mana drop card. Comes in with haste, so it can deal damage on the first turn. You can sacrifice it in itself, so you don't need another way or form to sacrifice it in order to proc the Vindictive Vampire and Poison Tip Archer. And sacrificing it can help you get in for the spectacle cost for like Hackrobat, Dead Revels. It's really good with Judith, as it'll make your Fanatical Firebrand a 2/1, which makes it trade a little bit better, as well as whenever it dies. Deals 1 damage, as well as you being able to sacrifice to deal 1 damage, so essentially giving it 2 damage off the 1 mana there. So pretty good card in the deck. Moving along, we have 3 copies of Footlight Fiend, excellent card. In any sacrificial creature deck, 1/1 comes down for 1 mana. Whenever it dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. So essentially can block up to 2 power or 2 toughness. I'm sorry, not 2 power, 2 toughness creatures. And especially if you have Judith out again. It allows for that 1 extra damage. So, moving along, we have 2 copies of Bladebrand. Works excellent with either of these first 2 creature cards. 2 copies of Cast Down for some cheap removal. 2 copies of Merfolk Branchwalker, as it does help us sift through our deck a little bit and get some Explore out. 3 copies of Fireblade Artist. This will allow you to sacrifice your Footlight Fiend or your Fanatical Firebrand if you just plan on sacking it and dealing damage to the face. And it deals 2 damage, so also allows you to get off your spectacle cards. So, pretty good card there as well, and it's pretty key in our little synergy here. Moving along, we have 2 copies of Deathbloom and 2 copies of Yavimaya. These are to give us 2 creatures each that we can sack, as well as giving us some defenders that we don't really mind sacrificing. So, moving along, we have 1 copy of Bedevil. Only have 1 copy, otherwise we'd probably be playing more, as it is some pretty good removal for these quicker base decks. 2 copies of a Hackrobat. Now we can pay 1 black mana and it'll gain Death Touch, excellent, or we can pay 1 red mana if there's no creatures on the board and swing in for a little bit more. Pretty good card, pretty versatile. And if you manage to get the spectacle off, it can come down for 2 mana instead of 3. So pretty easy to play it on turn 2 if you manage to get out a Footlight Fiend or a Fanatical Firebrand. Moving us right along, we have 1 copy of Judith the Scourge Diva. Again, if I had more, probably would play her, but I only have 1, so this is where we are. Other creatures you control get +1/+0. Makes all of our creatures that we want to sacrifice a little bit stronger, which is excellent, and we don't really mind sacrificing them, as sacrificing them is going to deal damage to our opponent anyways. Going on past Judith, we have Journey to Eternity. This will help us get some of our creatures back that we may want on the field, like our Vindictive Vampire, like our Poison Tip. So yeah, pretty good card there. And again, these decks aren't going to be perfect, but they're fun, and I enjoy playing them. So I know I have comments sometimes saying like, oh, your deck can't stand up in the meta, or it got lucky, whatever. But that's true for a lot of these decks. I'm not making a meta deck. I'm not making a deck that you can go take into a constructed event and win 7-0. That's not what these decks are for. They're for me to have fun, and for you guys to maybe see some cool combinations that you haven't thought of before. So. Moving right along, we have 2 copies of Dead Revels. This will help you get back some of your creature cards as well. Sometimes Journey to Eternity just doesn't work out, and Dead Revels, being able to play it for only the 2 mana, return 2 target creature cards to your hand is pretty good. 2 copies of Vindictive Vampire and 3 of Poison Tip. No real reason for the split there, except that I only have 2 copies of Vindictive. So, yeah, these are our cards that we're aiming to get the victory with. Now, obviously, if we can get a quick victory just from attacking our opponents down, we'll probably go for it. But this is the name of the game right here. Moving along, we have 2 copies of Vraska, Golgari Queen. Now, either if you can get her all the way up, fantastic, you know, pretty easy win con there. It is another source of removal or another source of sacrificing. So, moving right along, we have 2 copies of Gruesome Menagerie. Now, this will help us get back Judith. It'll help us get back Hackrobat. It'll help us get back all of these 3, 2, and 1 mana drop cards that we have. So, and then lastly, 1 copy of Open the Graves to round the deck out. And this is just because I found it to be fun. You know, you already have creatures that you're sacrificing to deal damage to your opponent, much less if every time you sacrifice one of those creatures, you're getting another creature back that you can also sacrifice to continuously deal damage. You guys know my lands are here, there, and everywhere, so I'm not saying we have the perfect land set up for this deck, but it'll work well enough. Nonetheless, this can be the deck tech or the deck breakdown. Now we'll hop right into our 3 games. I'll see you then. Alright, and here we are up against NoSam 27-6. We have a decent spread of mana across our first few cards here, so we will end up keeping it. Probably go ahead and pay the 2 life to get Fanatical Firebrand out hasted. Spell Pierce, I'm guessing. Opt, maybe? Maybe a dive down. Sure, we'll keep a Bladebrand. He knows our combat trick, but yep, there's the opt. Who said you could ever play an opt early just to get rid of the annoying instant spell, right? You gotta wait until your opponent's tapped out all of their lands, even though your opt can't do anything. The fear of a Spell Pierce isn't really that strong. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and swing all in. We want to keep the mana up just in case he decides to block his Dryad with, or block our Fanatical Firebrand with his Dryad. We use Bladebrand to kill it. And our opponent's already down to 13 health, so we're looking pretty good. We're up to 4 mana, not quite enough to cast an Open the Graves or a Gruesome Menagerie. Not that we really need a Gruesome Menagerie right now. Oh, and we're up against a Bant deck. Wonderful, wonderful. We only have 1 creature in our graveyard for right now, so we might as well hold on to Dead Revels, just play out the Deathbloom. And we'll just keep waiting on our opponent here. Check, make sure it's not my girlfriend saying anything while our opponent decides on what he wants to do. Line of War coming down. Yeah, let's go ahead and play our mana. I say we go with Open the Graves in case he does have some form, shape, or whatever of removal. Probably will. Pause for reflection. Nope. So we're up against a Bant. Probably Fog, Turbo Fog, something like that. Like I said, whenever you get into the middle of the day, you're going to be up against these decks like this, which is why I try and play my games either early in the day or late at night, so I don't have to deal with this. Sure, let's swing all in. I'm guessing it's a root snare here. Yep. Cool. I really love playing against these decks. They're so fun. Muse Drake coming down. That's alright. Oh. Turbo Fog this motherfucker. Go ahead, play a root snare. It won't help. I know you still have the mana for it too, you cocksucker. It's okay though, because I have your number. It's right here, written down. And I'm gonna fuck you up. So we're gonna go Footlight in a Dead Revels. He's gonna play his Root Snare. But he better do it before I kill his Llanowar, because that's definitely what's about to happen. Go ahead and play your Root Snare. No Root Snare this turn. Fine by me. Sure, block with the Muse Drake. Really odd. Like I don't know. 4 mana for a 1/3 with 1 card draw. Seems a bit odd. He has 2 cards in his hand. He could scry one more time with Treasure Map and draw a card if it turns out to really be worth it. But he is on a bit of a timer here. Four, 5. What are you playing? Oath of Teferi? Oh, Gift of Paradise. Okay, so we'll gain a little bit more health from Gift of Paradise coming back. I was about to say, what could he possibly be going for here with Oath of Teferi? Sure, you know, regain the life. Yeah. Let's go ahead and sacrifice Footlight Fiend. We'll get another zombie out of it. We'll end up dealing 3 damage directly to him that he can't Root Snare away, which I'm assuming he has another Root Snare in hand. I feel like it's a fair assessment. And he can't play it because he has Gift of Paradise on his planes. Yo, there it is. Am I psychic or what? Don't really need either of the Gruesome Menageries. He's not doing a very great job of taking out our creatures. Fortunately for us, if he doesn't, we're gonna kill him. Great, so that's gonna be a GG. Oh, I'm sorry. Knowing our luck, he's about to pull another Root Snare or something off the top. Nope, nothing. Yeah, game 1 going to us. Thank God this Bant mid-range deck happened to be less than a meta or net deck. Nonetheless, we're going to move on into a game 2 here. Alrighty, and here we are up against Salaman Mustafa? Salamalin Mustafa? I'm not entirely sure how to say his name. And by entirely sure, I mean 0% sure on how to say that man's name. Anyways, we're going to keep this hand. It's a pretty good hand. Drawing a Bedevil off the top does certainly help us. Probably go ahead and go into our Forest next turn, then Dragonskull Summit to get Judith out on turn 3. River Sneak. We're up against the classic Merfolk deck. Man, it's been a hot minute. So I lied. We're going to go Dragonskull Summit because we did happen to get a Fanatical Firebrand. Now we're going to go ahead and swing in. No need for us to sack the Firebrand. Well, you could make a point to sack the Firebrand, but it being only turn 2, if you manage to get out another land and a Deep Rootaloo and another Merfolk, then it would have been the right play. Okay, or a Jade Bear. That works too. Actually completely forgot about that card. So, my bad. Should have played Fanatical Firebrand. Just sacked it to kill the River Sneak before the River Sneak got too big. You guys are gonna have to excuse me, as today I'm playing retardedly. Alright, so we're gonna swing in with our Footlight Fiend here, not the Fanatical Firebrand. Maybe he'll take the bait and block it with the Jade Bear, in which case we'll kill the Jade Bear, take the 1 damage, hit the River Sneak, sacrifice Firebrand, and kill the River Sneak. I think that's the best play considering we just completely fucking botched our plan. Playing the Rootbound Crag, obviously a huge misplay. Should have played the Forest so I could have played Judith. Oh, but you know, today's just one of those days where I'm having an off day, and that's okay. We all have off days here and there and everywhere. Next. And in turn. You can't Death Touch Firebrand and then sack it to deal damage, right? To still give the Death Touch effect? I don't think so. I feel like that'd be too good, right? Bladebrand on Fanatical Firebrand, sack it, deal the 1 damage, and the 1 damage has Death Touch. That seems a bit over the top. Okay. Well, we'll go Judith. The output from her is a bit higher than that of Poison Tips, so let's go Judith. Go ahead and swing in with both creatures, putting them down to 13, and I guess we're just gonna race them. That's okay. I don't mind a good race every now and then. Let's reorder our cards. Now we are keeping Dead Revels down to the left because, let's be real, I don't want to pay 4 mana. Get back 2 creatures, another copy of River Sneak. Interesting, but it's not going to save him here. Like, I still think we have a better board state, and we still have Bedevil, so... What I'm thinking, actually... We can Bedevil the River Sneak, the 2/2, then sack the Fanatical Firebrand, kill the 1/1. Footlight Fiend will die to Jade Lot, or Jade Bearer, I'm sorry, not Jade Lot. Which will end up dealing 2 damage directly to him, so that's 11, 10. And he has a clear board. Yeah, I think that's how we do it. So, Bedevil the River Sneak, Fanatical Firebrand the other one. Do the 1 damage to his face. Actually, son of a bitch, I fucked up. Alright, well, fuck. I'm just making misplays here, there, and everywhere today. I should have dealt the 1 damage to his Jade Bearer and then swung in with the Footlight Fiend. Don't ask. I don't know what it is about today and me not being able to play like a sensible human being. This is just what we get, I guess. Go ahead and play the Poison Tip. And we getting 3 damage out of the Footlight Fiend. Plus the 2 that he originally deals anyways. Yeah, let's go Poison Tip. Let's go ahead and get him on the field. If we're going to be sacrificing creatures for no fucking reason, left, right, and everywhere, let's at least get some more benefits out of it, so. One damage with Judith, 1 damage with Footlight, 2 damage to his face, thanks to Poison Tip. 3 damage, I'm sorry, to his face, because we killed his Jungleborn Pioneer as well. Next turn, probably go Footlight into Hackrobat. We could also Dead Revels and get back our Fanatical Firebrand, which could be a pretty strong play as well, right? Oh, okay, sure. But he can't swing in, otherwise, yeah, I was about to say, otherwise we'll just stomp him. Okay, so... ways to deal damage so we can get our Dead Revels to proc. Swing in with Judith, obvious sacrifice. We deal, what, 1 damage to his face, get Dead Revels, pay Dead Revels, we get... I don't like it too much. Maybe we just go for a very basic play and play our Footlight and play our Hackrobat. There's a case to be made for just keeping Bladebrand back. Or you just pay Dead Revels full cost. You know, I say we just go with Hackrobat. All these different decisions and whatnot. Doesn't really matter that much, regardless. I mean, obviously it could matter, but considering we're up against a Merfolk deck, having out more numbers is perfectly fine. I'm fairly sure we have this game 2 in the bag anyways, right? He's playing Oaken Form in a Merfolk deck. Herald of Secret Streams. I wonder if he realizes that only works with counters, not actual... what's it called? So, we'll go ahead and swing in first here. See if he wants to block out either one of those 2. Of course, if he blocks anything against Hackrobat, we will simply give her Death Touch, and if he doesn't, then we'll just buffer. which would be lethal to our opponent, by the way. We'll see. We will see. Alrighty, he's going for lethal. Good game. No need to Bladebrand our Footlight Fiend there. We're going to do a 1 damage, 2 damage, and 3 with the poison tip. So, again, that'll be GG on our game 2. And, yeah, we'll get right on into a game 3 with this Sacrificial Creature deck. Working out a little bit better than what I thought. Ooh, we got a pack. Let's go open that real quick, because I know you guys get a little irritated when I don't. Footlight Fiend, Viscapa, Uncommon, another copy of Judith. Sounds fitting. On into a game 3. Alright, and here we are up against Spicing Up Your Life. Maybe we'll be able to spice up our life with a victory against them. Please quit twitching out there. It's a decent starter hand. We'll keep it. I don't like the fact that we have Gruesome Menagerie and Open the Graves in our starter hand. Hence why I only ran 1 copy of Open the Graves, but you know, that's okay, I guess. It's how it plays out. Doomed Dissenter. Cool, cool. So we'll go ahead and go into our Fireblade Artist, and we will go ahead and swing in. Next turn, we'll probably go ahead and throw the Journey to Eternity. Actually, we're going to Deathbloom, then we'll throw the Journey to Eternity on the Deathbloom. Sure, Vicious Offering. Because why not? Ooh, sorry, dropped my ladder. I tend to fidget with things whenever I've been playing in a game and like... let's go and get the Yavimaya down. Paid the 2 life for Overgrown. Why did he pay the 2 life for Overgrown? Oh, to get the green mana. Okay. I was about to say, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But sure. Alright, we'll play Journey down on our Yavimaya and swing in. Obviously, he can block if he wants to. Sure. Trade the Doomed Dissenter away, get a 2/2 zombie. Can't really afford to kill our Yavimaya now, as it'll give us an extra land and a means of bringing back creatures. We're not gonna take any blocks there. Let's go ahead and get Open the Graves out. No attacks. Now he can't really attack with his zombie, otherwise we'll get a Yavimaya, a Supportling, and a zombie out. So sure, you can attack like that, and we'll kill one of them. We are getting a little bit low on health, but all we need is Vindictive Vampire to solve that problem. Gruesome Menagerie, not really worth it right now. Dead Revels isn't either. So we'll throw down a Deathbloom and swing in with our Yavimaya. Again, no need to Dead Revels, 1 card back. Tindershoot Dryad come down. Cool. His Supportlings are going to be up to 3/3s now, which is a bit more of a pain in the ass, but just the way the world works. And we'll end our turn on that note. No real thing we can do here. Sure. Vraska's Contempt and exile it. So Journey to Eternity can't work. Makes sense. We can Gruesome, but we're only going to be able to get back 2 creatures. That's not bad though, right? Those 2 creatures aren't bad to have on the field. Sure, let's go ahead and Gruesome. Get back our Deathbloom and our Fireblade, and play at our Footlight. Alright, he has 5 creatures that can attack. I have 1, 2, 3, 6 that can defend, so let's go ahead and swing in with our zombie. And we do only have three health left, which is a bit of a problem. But again, one Vindictive Vampire can help solve that. What creature do we want to sacrifice? Well, let's sacrifice a zombie that's already attacked. No answer from our opponent there. Let's go ahead and sack the Footlight Fiend. Kill off one of his supportlings, deal 2 damage to him, get a zombie out of it. It'll proc the Spectacle for Dead Revels. We'll play a Fanatical Firebrand, we'll play a Journey to Eternity on the Fanatical Firebrand, then we'll sack the Fanatical Firebrand to kill off another one of his supportlings. We'll get an extra land thanks to Journey to Eternity, we'll get our Firebrand back, we'll get another zombie. I'll tell you what, sacrifice our Firebrand again, get another zombie, kill a supportling, probably Dead Revels. The Footlight and the Firebrand back to our hand. Then we'll play the Firebrand back down. So I'm going to assume our opponent didn't like that play too much, but whatever. Swinging with the Deathbloom, he blocks one zombie against the Deathbloom. Not the greatest, but it's okay because we'll still get 2 creatures out of it. Sweet, he just took the damage. So what's he plan on returning here? Probably this Tindershoot Dryad, if I had to guess about it. So we're going to want to try and kill him quickly. Okay, where's that coming down on? A zombie? That makes sense. That makes the most sense. More than anything else, at least. I doubt he'll swing in. Yep. Gonna go to my turn. Sack a Sporling. Hit him in the face for 2 more damage. Swamp's not really what we wanted to see there. That's okay. We could bring back the Footlight Fiend, but I don't think we really want to. We could sack Firebrand, bring back Firebrand, sack it again to kill the Choop. Sure. It's not the best play in the world, but it does conjure us up some more zombies, so that's okay. Do we have lethal? 2, 4, 5, 8. I think that's lethal. He has to block here is the only reason why I'm perfectly fine with swinging him with everything. Yeah, so we'll end up dealing 5 damage to him. Next turn we can deal the rest with our Fireblade Artist, and that should wrap up game 3 rather nicely, unless he can somehow find a way to deal 3 damage to us on this turn. What is it? The 2 mana black card that drains 3 life could actually work perfectly. But unless he has that, he's looking like a game over. Yep, that's gonna be a GG. Alrighty, so game 1, 2, and 3 with our Sacrificial Creatures deck actually working out very, very well for us. And yeah, it was pretty fun. Not gonna lie, I do enjoy this archetype. Oh, we're not playing another one. I do enjoy this archetype of a deck where we're just sort of sacking our creatures, yet we're still getting effects out of it. I really do enjoy the sort of the reanimation decks where you're bringing things back from your graveyard. Nonetheless, if you guys enjoyed the deck or the deck ideas, suggestions, whatever, you guys know the deal. Be sure to leave a like down below. It does help me. It helps these videos get ranked up a little bit higher, which means more people can view them, which means, you know, I get more people to the channel. Please leave a comment if you have any suggestions for this deck, future decks, past decks. One thing that I kind of don't like seeing, but I keep seeing, and I'll probably just end up removing the comments like this just because they're more annoying than anything, and that is decks that, or comments that aren't suggesting anything. They're just like, oh, well, this is a bad deck. I mean, that's perfectly fine that you have that opinion, but unless you comment it and you're like, this is a bad deck, you know, because of this. If you just say it's a bad deck, I'll probably just remove the comment because, like, there's no no reason, no point, nothing being gained out of that. It's just simply negativity, which I don't very much care for. So yeah, any other kind of comment, you guys know I welcome. I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy hearing your feedback. And then, of course, as always, if you want to help support the channel, you can always subscribe. It's free. It helps me. It helps me build this community up that I'm trying to do, at least. Nonetheless, as always, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.